Recently, the former heavyweight champion Tyson Fury came out on social media and responded to a challenge by the current unified heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua and said that he would love that fight. He just needs to sort out his situation with UKAD and the British board, get back in shape, and he would love and relish a showdown with Anthony Joshua. He said that Anthony Joshua, in his view, isn't fit to lace his boots. Well, Anthony Joshua has now fired back. I'm going to quote him directly. He was talking to Sky Sports. He said, "I don't think Tyson can lace his own boots right now. When Tyson is fit, when he's ready, we'll be ready. We're patient. I wish him a speedy recovery with all the stuff that he's got going on outside the ring. It's a fight that people want to see. He's one of my boxing rivals, and I need this competition throughout my career. I can't wait for him to get back. We'll see if I can lace his boots when we come to blows." So those are the words of Anthony Joshua in response to Tyson Fury. I've gone on record several times as saying that I believe if and when these two actually fight, as long as Joshua's still in his prime, as long as he's there or thereabouts and still champion, because stuff happens in boxing. Upsets happen, fighters can get ruined and go to pieces overnight and become a shadow of their former selves. So assuming Joshua remains champion and remains on this winning streak that he's on, if Tyson Fury comes back to fight him, let's say next year, I'm picking Anthony Joshua in the fight. Yes, Tyson Fury is very talented. I'm just not convinced that a guy can be out the ring for as long as Tyson Fury, abusing his body as badly as Tyson Fury has been, and get back in there and win consistently at the highest level. I'm just not convinced by that at all. Fury and Joshua are around the same age. I think there's only a year apart between them in age. Joshua treats his body like a temple. He lives the Spartan lifestyle of an athlete, of a fighter. Tyson Fury is abusing alcohol, by his own admission, abusing drugs, eating all kinds of junk food, laying around on the couch, drinking beers and doing God knows what. That takes a toll on your body. I'm just not convinced that this guy can come back and dominate the division. And right now, Anthony Joshua is seen by many as the top dog in the division, aside from Tyson Fury. Whether or not he is, that's up for debate, because you got to prove it in the ring by beating the other guys, the other champions. But still, boxing is something that you can't play with. You have to be serious about this game, about this sport, if you want to call it that. You can't be blowing up and waiting, doing all these kind of things. It will catch up with you. That's been proven time and time again with most fighters who fluctuate in weight. It's been proven. I think smaller fighters can get away with it a bit easier than bigger fighters. Heavyweights fluctuating in weight like that, I've never seen it end well. Riddick Bowe was a very promising heavyweight, a heavyweight who a lot of people to this day hold in very high regard. But his main issue was fluctuating in weight, lack of discipline. Riddick Bowe was pretty much washed up and finished before the age of 30. And that wasn't all down to fluctuating in weight. Some of it was down to the wars that he was in. But still, the fluctuating in weight was one of the reasons why he got in those wars. Why he got hit with so many shots. Yes, he didn't have the greatest defense, but particularly the Golota rematch. I mean, that was a fight where he went on a crash diet to lose this ridiculous amount of weight that he'd put on, which was normal for him in between fights. Went on this crash diet and he was just an absolute shell when he got in there against Andrew Golota in the rematch. He had no energy, nothing. And Golota beat the crap out of him even worse than he did in the first fight. Inexplicably, Golota got himself disqualified for persistent low blows, just like he did in the first fight. So make of that what you will. Golota was a very bizarre character, but still, the point is, I've seen these kind of fighters before, these very talented fighters, very talented heavyweights in this case, who don't look after themselves outside of the ring, it never ends well. So I think that if the fight goes ahead, Joshua will win. If it was the Fury who fought Klitschko, might be a different story. I might not be so sure. But I don't think we're ever going to see the Fury who fought Klitschko again. I just don't see it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Fury is just so talented that he'll be able to shed all the pounds and do the undoable. I guess we'll find out. Drop your comments in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel about everything Anthony Joshua said, the quote from him, and let me know what you feel about my thoughts on Anthony Joshua's quote here. Let me know, people. It's happening. I'm out.